today in a full panel, and we're about to get into our main topic of the day, which is television. Miranda. Foolish. So I'm gonna start with a segment, and you know, usually when I get into this part, I don't do segments, but this is a topic that television is such a wide scope of things. You can talk about anything. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. So when y'all growing up, what television show really would you say influenced you the most, or that you liked the best?
Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah.
In the
television
90s.
show, not network.
Station.
Well, you can start there. What was your favorite TV show on Nickelodeon? While you getting on people and stuff.
Right. Well, I don't really have one. That's why I said the network, because when I was growing up, cartoons were better than what I've seen now. We had stuff that was, you know, it was subliminal, but it was the subliminal things that we knew or eventually we're going to learn about.
Right.
They weren't things that were meant for adults to get. They were things that were meant for children to get.
Right. Children to get either then or later.
Right.
Because I can say I can go back and watch Hey Arnold and feel like I'm 5 again.
Even As Told by Ginger, you know, that was like,
definitely.
Even the song, if you listen to it, you know, grass is now always greener on the other side.
Yeah.
So
that was a powerful show. I really liked that show.
Cartoons back then pretty much had a moral instead of
Even Rugrats. Had a moral, like kids even adults can do anything.
But they had awful parents though.
They left them in the room by themselves.
I'm talking
hours.
about leave them with the grandpa, and the grandpa would end up tapping
5 seconds without them leaving the door.
Right.
But
they were. Go ahead.
I didn't really watch cartoons when I was a child.
What did you
watch
watch?
like Discovery Health Channel and like
Weirdo.
Animal Planet. I'm not a weirdo. Like those are educational. It was educational TV, and I would watch Zoom. Y'all know that show?
Oh, come on,
Come on, yes. That was my show. I don't really like cartoons.
Yeah,
I never did.
And I still to this day I watch a cartoon.
Me too.
Just saying.
How do you feel? So how do y'all feel about the adult cartoons like South Park and Family Guy?
I don't like South Park.
I love South Park. It's my favorite show.
What if your child is watching TV and he sees, oh my gosh, the South Park?
Well, and that's the point South Park makes all the time, which I love about it. Because, like, if you notice, the parents always end up blaming the school, or they always end up for everything. And then it's like, because I remember one episode in particular where the 4 boys, they buy ninja weapons, and they end up cutting out Butter's eye.
And then he dressed him up as a dog.
Right. And then at the end, Cartman ends up walking on stage naked, and the parents are more pissed about that than they are about the thing.
I cut out. I had that episode on DVD.
You have to look at why they made South Park. You know,
right?
South Park they made for adults, and they made it for adults, sort of like me. You know, the adults that pretty much love to still watch cartoons. So it's really not meant for children to watch it. You know, sometimes kids are channel surf and run across it because they see it's a cartoon. On that perspective, then I would say that they shouldn't have South Park, but it's not made for the younger crowd. It's made for the older crowd.
So how would you? I have a question for you, Andrea, because you do have a son.
Yes, I do. So
if your son comes across, let's say he's 6 and he comes across South Park, and say he says something from it, or you see him watching it, how would you explain to him what he's seeing?
I would just sit him down and just inform him that that's not the way you should talk. Like, because those little kids, they curse and they use harsh language.
Right.
And I'll just simply tell him, yeah, you seen it on TV, true enough, and it was a cartoon, true enough, but that cartoon wasn't for you. It was for, it was for mommy, because I'm saying, you know that I'm older than you, so I would be like, this cartoon is for mommy, and I'll flip the channel and put it on a cartoon for him.
Right.
Say the Sprout Show that comes on 24 hours a day. Thank you, Sprout Show. And say this is a cartoon for JJ. So you know,
he'll understand, you know, grown-ups and little kids. So he won't be,
just teach him a lesson throughout the whole thing.
Right.
And make the parents buy more expensive TV so they can watch Nickelodeon all day.
That's what I did.
Is Nickelodeon the same?
No.
Oh, no.
I feel like the only show they have now is SpongeBob.
And
that's so annoying.
I hate SpongeBob because he does little things
stuff
that little kids should not see.
Yeah,
like
he does.
I bought that
time.
DVD, the SpongeBob movie with the Goofy Goober. You
Oh,
know,
boy,
When
yeah.
Patrick had the
he
fishnet
had
on.
the, yeah, he had the thigh boots. I don't
rocking
think that's good for little kids to see
Yeah.
that. Everybody knows Patrick is a boy because he walks around in shorts and no shirt on. So they know he's a boy, even though he's, you know, kind of slow. But I'm just saying,
Right.
that's not something kids should see.
Mm-hmm.
Or when they played Mommy
And when
and
they
Daddy
had the
with the
clown.
clown. Yeah.
And then at the end, he's like, let's make another.
I know.
Oh yeah,
wait a
that
minute.
was a little too
I
hard.
know.
But I remember watching that
Hi.
episode and laughing my butt off. You know?
Yeah,
and then
true.
later I didn't, wait a minute, maybe that just wasn't the best thing, to be shown or be said.
I feel like, they with adults doing cartoons for kids,
Mm-hmm.
they should only pick the ones that still in the child's set of mind, because adult sense of humor is different from a child's, and that's where SpongeBob comes in. Adults are making that, so they put a lot of stuff that we will understand instead of what the child will understand.
Right.
But then, at the same time, I guess maybe they do that because, I mean, things change, and times change. Like, what song? Is that by Lupe Fiasco? I don't want to curse. It's called B-I-T-C-H, Bad. That's my song. But basically saying that, no, you got to listen to it to know what it's talking about. But basically saying that it's like the internet is teaching children now, not even their parents. So it could be a way of they're trying to move along. Like a lot of kids don't watch little kid shows. I
Because
watch
they're
Team
exposed to so
Umi.
much. You
I
got the
watch
internet.
Becker.
You have all these different
TV.
networks you can go on as children. Like I know some middle schoolers have Facebook. There's much stuff they put on
Hey,
Facebook.
Facebook wasn't even
6-year-olds
allowed
have
until you
Facebook.
became a ninth grader.
Exactly. They had an age limit on it.
Wow,
They extra
yeah,
your
they should-
age, and now they don't care because they're trying to make money.
Yeah.
The
Right.
society is
Yeah.
on money now, so they
Right.
don't
Yeah,
care
say
about
that.
if our children are on this and seeing what they're seeing on this network.
Yeah, because
They
my
don't
little
care.
sister 12 and she got a Facebook.
Exactly.
So-
That's
My
too
niece
much.
is
I remember
Yeah.
when MySpace was like restricted towards like younger
You
people.
ain't talking
Yeah.
in the mic.
I haven't been on my
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Every-
I remember when MySpace was like
Oh, don't do that.
restricted to like an age limit, but now it's
It
like
was?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
You
that was before
You
us.
couldn't be a
'cause-
certain age over in order to
Okay.
have a MySpace because
Yeah.
it was like middle schoolers, right? Middle schoolers and
No,
like
you had to be a certain age in order to sign up, and then anybody after that age could still sign up, but you just have to be a certain age. That's how like Facebook was when like they first started. It was
But
Wow.
then
exactly the same.
MySpace started for middle
My
schoolers.
face.
MySpace.
It was for anybody.
Word.
Well, we're going to take a quick music break. We got a good conversation going about television, just all types of multimedia, because they all tie in together.
Internet.
So keep it locked right here on Soul Flight 1097 with your girl Soulfly. We got Ebony, Jasmine, Miranda, and Andrea on the
What's
mic.
up?
Slaw.
Yeah,
Keep it right here on Soul Flight 1097.
When they get off the air, we're going to still talk about the conversation.